Yeah, what it do, man? Clean my little lens off. Yeah. Yeah, man. Y'all know I'm back with another one. You know what I'm talking about. Snax on Sportz, man. I'm back with another one. I got a few little topics I wanna address. I might do about 2 or 3 tonight. You know what I mean? But I got about 5 different topics. You know what I mean? That I really want to address. You know what I mean? Different little shit. But the first one we finna get into, man. We finna talk about this Brett Favre. This bitch right here, boy. I mean, you know. We finna talk about this Brett Favre, man, and this welfare scandal. You know what I mean? Up out of Mississippi. Yeah. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Brett Favre is a low down, dirty, sleazy son of a bitch. And that's just what the fuck he is. Okay? So yeah, I've been wanting to do this. This story broke about a week ago or something like that. Maybe almost 2 weeks now. Y'all know how I do. I address shit at my own pace, on my own time, on my own schedule. You know what I mean? So, but let's get into this, man, because this man Brett Favre, I mean, you know, this probably won't be this probably won't be a very long live. I'm gonna just, you know, because it ain't really too much to say about it. I mean, it's a lot to say about it, but I'm gonna get to it. You know what I mean? Because I got a few that I want to do. So, I got a few episodes that I want to do. So, Brett Favre, Brett Favre basically stole money, welfare money from the people from welfare recipients in the state of Mississippi, where he's from, I believe, where he lives, I believe, you know, where he went to college, where his daughter attends college. So, yeah, so this nigga was caught on text messages and him and the governor of Mississippi, you know, talking about, you know, can they get in trouble for this? And he was asking, can they get in trouble for this? And the governor was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We can get in trouble for this if we get caught and all that. So they already knew that they was doing some wrong shit from Jump Street. Now, this is what lets me furthermore know that not all white people, but a lot of white people, most white people, I won't say most, I'll say a lot, don't know how to fucking commit white collar crimes like this. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm under any suspicion that I may get caught for some shit that I know that I'm doing is wrong, I'm probably not going to be sending the governor text messages or emails or anything that would leave a paper trail. You know what I'm saying? It's just not smart. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna do some shit like that, you know what I mean, where you gonna be, because this is a federal crime right here. You know what I mean? The feds is finna come after this nigga, after these people. So if you're gonna commit a federal crime like this, you fucking with Fed money, you know, money that is to be divvied to the most needy people in our society. if you're gonna steal money from them, why would you want a paper trail, bro? You know what I'm saying? You know, to where it can lead back to you. You know what I'm saying? Which don't make no damn sense at motherfucking all. So let me read from this article right here from Yahoo Sports. This is from Yahoo Sports, and it's by Shalise Manza Young. Don't know who the fuck that is, but yeah, Shalise Manza Young, Yahoo Sports columnist, and he put this out yesterday. I'm just kind of like skimming through because what I'm trying to do is I know what happened, you know what I mean, as far as like what they talking about, you know what I mean, but I want to, you know, give y'all more of a full scope of what's going on for those that don't know. But I mean, I know all y'all probably already know what the fuck going on anyway. If you're a sports fan, and this is Snax on Sports, and I'm late to talking about this. If you're a sports fan, you probably already know about this. So really, you just tuning in to get my perspective on it, you know what I mean, and my take and how, you know, so yeah, blah, 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 whatever. Let me get to the second paragraph where it says, Favre is now the face of the Mississippi welfare scandal. With pages of documents and old text messages showing how he reportedly acquired millions of federal dollars meant to go to the poorest people in the state for his own use. A man who made $140 million during his playing career alone, treating funds meant for people experiencing the worst days as his own piggy bank. This man made $140 million in his football playing career. And that's just NFL checks. I'm not talking about endorsement money. Okay? He probably made another $100 million in endorsement money. So he's well over $200 million that he's made in his professional career. And you want to steal money from welfare recipients? Brett Favre. You's a dirty, sleazy, slimy, sneaky, low down, dirty son of a bitch. This is what the fuck you is. Now, you could have took that money out your own pocket, man, and did whatever the fuck you needed to do with it. Why you need to steal from people that are on the lowest of the totem pole as far as income? Why you need to take from them? Like, that's some demonish, devilish ass shit. It just is. That's why I say, man, it's gonna be hard for a rich man to make it in heaven. Not all rich men, you know. Just because you got money don't mean you not going to heaven. And that's not what I, you know. But I'm just saying, it's because they get all this money and they get so entitled, and it's like they, you know, they act like as if they're God. You know what I'm saying? And take advantage of people and talking to people any type of way, disrespecting motherfuckers, and just, you know, when you got money, you just think you entitled to whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? And that's a dangerous game to play with your soul. Yeah. What does it profit a man to gain the world but lose his own damn soul? Yeah, but I don't want to get too preachy with it. Hey, man. You hear me? But, yeah. Brett Favre, I mean, this don't make no damn sense. When I first heard this, I'm like, what? Now, am I surprised? No, I'm not really surprised. Brett Favre has a history of just some weird shit, some weirdo shit. I remember back when he was playing towards the end of his career, when he was with the New York, after he left the the Green Bay Packers and went to the New York Jets. I guess he was, one of the female employees from the New York Jets organization. He was trying to hit on her and sent her some inappropriate text messages. I believe one of them was like a picture of his dick and shit. He sent the bitch some dick pics. You know what I mean? And then it's been one or two other things that Brett Favre has kind of like found himself in. Not stuff that's like he's breaking a crime, like he's committing a crime. Now this right here, this welfare shit, this is some crime. This is a crime. This is white collar crime right here. But all this other shit is just like character kind of shit. You know what I mean? To where you would look at a nigga like, what the fuck is you doing, nigga? You doing that weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that stuff has been swept under the rug. Because he's Brett Favre, the All-American boy, the All-American kid, you know what I mean? The NFL guy, the good old, the good old boy, you know what I'm saying? The All-American man, So is a lot of this shit. So I'm gonna get into a lot of that too, but it's just when things like this happen, okay, and now you in some shit, you done got yourself in some hot water. You ain't gonna be able to get out of this one. You know what I mean? I don't know if he gonna escape jail time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he is gonna be some type of consequences for this. The feds don't fuck around. Yeah. Now, if you're a white man, you might be able to get away with some shit. But if you trying to fuck with they shit, they don't give a fuck. You white, black, purple, pink, they not. Your ass going down, bitch. So, and another thing about this is they've been talking about how, this Mississippi welfare scandal that he's involved in versus the how you doing? The Ime Udoka scandal, you know what I mean, from the coach of the Boston Celtics. And they saying how, ESPN, they're covering the Ime Udoka scandal more than they're covering the Brett Favre scandal. And this is like, they trying to make it a black and white thing. And I could see that. I understand the thinking of that, but I mean, it's even simpler than that, bro. I mean, yeah, you could say that. I mean, if you want to, you know what I mean. Brett Favre is white, Ime Udoka is black, so this is what they do in America. You know what I'm saying? They shit on the black man while sweeping the white man transgressions under the rug. But myself, I think it's less of that, to be honest with you, and just more of the fact that in America, we like scandals. We like, I'm not saying me, I'm just saying the American, America. You know what I mean? We like sensationalizing shit. We like juicy shit. We like to see a motherfucker going through some fucked up shit and stump on that nigga while he down. You know what I mean? So I say that to say, when you look at the two stories, the two scandals, the what Brett Favre got himself in, the Mississippi welfare scandal versus the Ime Udoka can't keep my dick in my pants scandal. The Ime Udoka scandal is just more of it's more of a sexy story. You know what I'm saying? It's more of it's more spicy. You know what I'm saying? So to speak. You know what I'm saying? And that's really kind of what it boils down to, because it involves cheating, and it involves, people going behind people's backs doing, stuff that they know they shouldn't be doing, which is the same thing that, the Brett Favre stuff. But the Brett Favre stuff is fucked up. And it's like I said, it's a horrible, horrendous, devilish, demonic type thing to do. Okay, to steal from poor people, man. When you a fucking gazillionaire, like that's just some. I mean, that's some low down dirty shit right there. You know what I'm saying? But it's not as sexy of a scandal as the Ime Udoka scandal. I mean, I hope y'all understand what I mean when I say that. You know what I mean? Both of, I mean, the when you look at it, the Brett Favre situation is probably, not, some people will probably hear me say probably, be like, probably what you mean, nigga? You know what I'm saying? But the Brett Favre scandal is probably more worse. It's worse, or however the fuck you want to, say it. Just because of the fact that what he did is affecting like thousands of people, hella people, you know what I'm saying? To where what Ime Udoka did, it's affecting some people, but it ain't taking no food out of nobody's mouth but his own. You know what I'm saying? It's affecting some families, his family, the Bytch family, you know what I'm saying? So, but to me, that's the reason why, ESPN and all of the talk shows and, all of the sports networks, why it seemed like they covered the Ime Udoka scandal more than the Brett Favre scandal. Is just because, like I said, to me, I think it's less of a black and white thing and just more of this Ime Udoka shit is going to get more eyes and ears. The Brett Favre shit is going to get eyes and ears too, but it's not going to get as many eyes and ears as like a sex cheating scandal. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You know what I mean? Whether it's wrong or right or wrong, whatever. You know what I mean? That's besides the point. I'm just giving my opinion on why I think that Brett Favre scandal has been covered a little bit less. It's been covered, but just not as strenuous, not as much, not as, around the clock, as the Ime Udoka scandal. But yeah, man, Brett Favre is like I said in the title of this live. Brett Favre, he's a low down, dirty, sneaky, slimy, sleazy serpent, son of a bitch. That's what the fuck you is, dog. This is the lowest of the totem pole. Like, you have no type of soul in your body. You have no type of, and all because of what? This man did this to help build his daughter a volleyball stadium. She go to the same college that he went to. You couldn't come up out your own pocket like a meal ticket, for your daughter. You want to use poor people money. That's the when they, y'all know that. Remember that Pac song, and he was talking about the bitch, him and Nate Dogg. Scandalous. She's so scandalous. Like, that's some scandalous ass shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the definition of scandalous right there. What Brett Favre just motherfucking did. You know what I mean? So, but Yeah. Let me get back to this Yahoo Sports article. It says, so Brett Favre wasn't the only one. Favre isn't the only Mississippi-bred athlete tied up in this scandal. According to the reporting from Mississippi Today, according to a state lawsuit, former professional wrestler Ted DiBiase, ironically known as the $1 Million Man during his WWF days, and his two sons, Teddy Jr. and Brett, ironically, received well over $5 million combined, okay, from this Mississippi welfare. So all these niggas is stealing money from poor people, okay? Former running back Marcus Dupree received around $400,000 for motivational speaking engagements he never gave. So I think I heard about that one before. Marcus Dupree, a former running back. Not too familiar with him. But I heard about him and his name being involved in this shit a while back. So what that tells me is that this been going on for a while, and everything that's coming down the pike right now that we know has been on its way down the pike. Because, like, I remember hearing the Marcus Dupree name caught up in this, I kid you not, about a year ago. Or, no, it was the NBA. It was the NBA. It was some motherfuckers in the NBA, I believe, that was caught up in some shit. So it might have been that. But, yeah. But anyway, they basically just saying Brett Favre's not the only one caught up in this shit. You know, this nigga Marcus Dupree was a former running back. I don't know who he played for, but he probably had a short career. He probably was, dope in high school and college and shit, and career just didn't pan out in the NFL. But, yeah, this nigga got $400,000 for he's supposed to give a speech. He ain't even give it, and former Canadian Football League linebacker Paul Lacoste got $1.3 million to conduct 3 fitness boot camps in Mississippi. This is all welfare money, okay? From what we know, thanks to the reporting of Mississippi Today and the Mississippi Free Press, Favre was allegedly the greediest, getting around $8 million, the bulk of it for the volleyball arena at his alma mater, where his daughter is on the volleyball team. Okay? So he took this money that's supposed to go to welfare recipients, people that are the most needy in our society, okay? He took their money to build his daughter a brand new state-of-the-art volleyball arena. This shit crazy, bro. Something that, he could have just came up out his own pocket or did some type of fundraiser or something. Man, they would have gave this nigga some money. You know what I'm saying? People love giving rich motherfuckers free money all damn day long. They do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker that really needed you don't get shit. But a motherfucker that got way too much that he don't motherfucking need, yeah, just keep giving him shit. Yeah, he need more of it. Shit, this shit is out of pocket, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, volleyball arena. It's just, it don't get no lower scum of the earth than that, man. It just don't. It don't, bro. This is absolutely pathetic. Brett Favre, I'm not surprised. I don't expect nothing. I don't. All these niggas be capping, bro. Like they they so entitled, man, and just think that they've been getting away with shit for so long. They just think they can just get away with whatever, and they just start doing this shit blatantly right up in front of you, texting niggas and like you got a paper trail leading back to you, and you wonder why you damn got caught. Stupid motherfucker, you's a dumb son of a bitch. You're not even smart at the shit, boy. But like I said, it's not that. They just get so entitled that it's like, they get to just feeling like, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing gonna happen. You get to feel like you invincible. So yeah, at his alma mater, the University of Southern Mississippi, and the rest of the money was for a biomed company, Provacus, that was the name of the company, in which he was an early investor. True to his never say die football ethos, the Associated Press has reported Favre tried to get more, including for an indoor football facility at the University of Southern Mississippi. So it was no shame in his game. He wasn't done. He wanted more. He wanted to steal more money. He wanted to take more of these people money and give it to the University of Southern Mississippi and keep building them arenas and all type of new facilities and all type of shit. This shit crazy. He's in a hole completely of his own digging. It doesn't look like he'll be able to get out of it anytime soon. Yet, Favre is only the latest individual who won't pay for something with their own money if the public's money is available, especially if it involves funds meant for the most vulnerable among us. You know. So what we got here is just, like I said, we just got a low down, dirty, sneaky, slimy, sleazy son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I am eager to see what's gonna happen with this. You know what I mean? Is this man gonna be charged with something like this is Fed shit right here. This is welfare money. This is government money. That's federal. That's like tampering with the mail or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Like this is something that he supposed to go to jail for. Straight the fuck up. Straight the fuck up. He supposed to go to jail for this. Let me see here. Let me try to get to this. Let me see. Williams said there are well over there. Okay, so Matt Williams, the director of research for the Mississippi Low Income Child Care Initiative. Okay. Those lucky few who have been approved are eligible for $260 a month for a family of 3. A recent increase from the $170 a month it had been for years. So they're giving niggas 90 more. It used to be, these people used to have to live off $170 a month. $170 a month. Bro. And this who you stealing from, Brett Favre. $170 a month, and they just raised it to $260 a month. Oh, $260, a whole another $90 a month. It's sad, bro, that some people got to live like that. Well, we got people out here that got 40, 50, million and 40, 50 billion dollars in the bank. You know, it's crazy. Now, I'm not one to whatever a man got or whatever a man earned, he earned it. That's his. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, damn. At a certain point, bro. Like I said, I'm not, it's not, you know, hey, but I'm not saying that a person can't have it if this is what they earned and this is what it is. But no man needs $50 billion, bro. That's just ridiculous. No man needs that. Not one man. There should be no poverty in this world. No, it's enough for everybody. It's more than enough of everything for everybody. If we're talking about finances, you know, money, food, clothing, housing, transportation, there's enough of everything for everybody. And some of these motherfuckers out here is just some greedy fucking bastards, man. They go get what's coming to them, though. That's for sure. You don't never get away with this type of shit. So even with that $90 increase that they gave a family of 3, you know, they jumped it from 170 to 260. Even with that increase, it would take an average family of 3. It would take an average family of 352 years of getting paid the full benefit they're eligible for to get what Favre got in one check. Think about that. What I just said. Bro. Getting $260 a month. Getting $260 a month. They would have to get that $260 a month, and that's the fullest amount that you can get. That's the max. You know what I'm saying? So if you're on welfare and you getting that, this like you like the rich niggas in the welfare, because some niggas ain't getting that. You know what I mean? That's the max. And you got to be approved and eligible for the, yeah, obviously, you know, because you can't be, you know, you can't make it. You got to be basically don't have nothing in order to be approved for this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you would have to make $260. I mean, you would have to get $260 a month for 352 years to get paid what Brett Favre got paid in one check from stealing from the damn welfare in Mississippi. And this is a man who made $140 million in his playing career. This is a man who made another $100 million in endorsements. I mean, what could possibly be the explanation for this? There's no explanation. It's just a greedy bastard. It's a greedy son of a bitch. That's all. That's all it is. Okay. This is This is demonic right here, man. Favre got 1.1 million for public service announcements and appearances, and was allegedly going to put it toward the now infamous volleyball arena at Southern Miss. So this man right here is he's a low down dirty son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I know I keep saying that because that's just what the fuck he is.
Getting an LLC for your business doesn't have to work.
Let me see this real quick.
It's totally easy. You pick a state.
And the screamer said, I don't want to hear any other effing words coming out of your mouth, no matter what, other than orderly transition. Repeat those words to me. And I figured out he said, eventually he said, orderly transition. I said, good, John. Now I'm going to give you the best free legal advice you're ever getting in your life. Get a great...
The January 6 hearings, when Trump White House lawyer Eric Hirschman shared his first-hand account of the coup plotting he witnessed in the days before the insurrection. The day afterwards, had been a staunch Trump defender representing the president.
Okay, that's not what I'll go to this. Listen to Skip and Shannon.
Yesterday, an investigation by Mississippi Today found that Brett Favre, along with the help of a former Mississippi governor, obtained welfare funds to help build a new volleyball center at the University of Southern Mississippi. Shannon, how much do you think this could tarnish Brett Favre's legacy?
Well, I don't think none can tarnish it, because if you go back and look at his history when he played in the NFL, they should have tarnished it already. I talked to people that was in the room when Brett Favre went to the Hall of Fame, and nobody mentioned about text message that he sent to that jet masseuse. Nobody mentioned anything about the addiction that he suffered from. But
remember, I told you about that. He just mentioned it. The jet masseuse, the woman, the New York Jets. I guess I said it was an employee of the team. You know, whatever. Yeah, whether it was a masseuse, you know, or she was employed by the team to be a masseuse or whatever. Yeah, Brett Favre sent her some inappropriate situations, and what Shannon Sharp is saying here is they don't even. Now I'm not saying, but what we saying is that, I mean, if this is somebody else, bro. It's just facts, bro. If this is, okay, let's say, Brett Favre, let's say, who's a black quarterback that's his equal, Warren Moon, you know, somebody like that. If this was Warren Moon, come on, man. Nigga, that'd be, if this was Barry Sanders or Emmitt Smith, you know, or Randall Cunningham, or some shit like that, nigga, this nigga be done.
yeah, T.O., they brought up everything. Can you imagine if T.O. would have had incidents like Brett Favre off the field? T.O. still, to this day right now, would not be in the Hall of Fame. Yet they walked right past it like Brett Favre did nothing.
T.O. ain't never had, and that's the thing about T.O. T.O., for one, T.O. always been my nigga. Yeah, I love me some motherfucking me. Yeah, off top. Yeah, T.O. always love niggas like that. You know what I mean? Real braggadocious, swaggadocious ass niggas. You know what I mean? Out there sure of himself, know who the fuck he is. Throw me that motherfucking rock. Yeah, throw me that pigskin, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go the distance. For sure. T.O., to me, I was going to say he's the second greatest receiver of all time, to me, behind Jerry Rice. Randy Moss, I mean, you know. But it's probably, it's a toss up. That second slot, it's a toss up. You know what I mean, between Randy Moss and T.O. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say all that to say T.O. has never gotten into nothing off the field. Nothing, nigga. You feel me? He's gotten into no scandals. No, he ain't beating on this girl. He ain't out getting arrested for this and for that, and you know what I'm saying? Nothing. You feel me? But he get this rep like he's some bad guy, some bad teammate, some like, you know what I mean? That's all. That's all football shit. That's all on you know what I mean, in the locker room shit. Oh, Skip called him team obliterator. Okay, whatever. But he ain't never got in no damn trouble off the field. Like this nigga just said, let this have been Terrell Owens caught up in taking some money from some welfare people. You know what I mean? Stealing money, millions of dollars. When he done made millions of dollars, millions upon millions upon millions. Shit is crazy, man.
That is true. I give you that.
The problem that I have with this situation, you got to be a sorry mofo to steal from the lowest of the Skip, Mississippi is the poorest state in our country.
Yes.
Its citizens. So if they're the poorest state, Brett Favre is taken from the underserved. You made $100+ million in the NFL. And they're talking about what he didn't know. This is what Brett Favre takes. If you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from and how much? So if you gotta ask this question, is there any way the media can find out? You already know you're doing something wrong. The mere fact that you don't want anybody to know. So you know you're doing something wrong. And Skip, he wanted to seem so
that's what I'm saying. He texted the governor. He say, is there any way that the media can find out what we're doing? Basically, can they, will people be able to find out where it's coming from and how much money? I mean, you telling on yourself right there, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know how this man gonna. I mean, outside of just the fact that when you got money, you know what I'm saying, and you a white man, sometimes you be able to escape that, but sometimes it ain't got nothing to do with being a white man. If you got money, look at OJ. You know what I'm saying? Look at OJ. OJ got a dream team and got off. You know what I'm saying? But this one right here, I mean, it's just different, bro. We in a different climate. We in a different time. You caught red-handed, brother. You caught red-handed. You sending text messages asking, you know what I mean, do you think we gonna be, is we gonna get caught? You know what I'm saying? Right there, you should have bagged out. As soon as you got to start asking all that shit, man, you go get caught after that. Because, I mean, shit, nigga, now you putting it in the atmosphere. You know what I mean? You putting it in the atmosphere. So, yeah. You's a dumb, stupid son of a bitch. Yeah. Brett Favre, these niggas is low down, dirty scoundrels, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, sorry, mofo. You wanted to, sorry, motherfucker. You's a sorry ass bitch from stealing from, damn. He said, Shay Sharp said, this man is stealing from people that are from the poorest state in the country, bro. Mississippi. Damn. Mississippi down bad like that? That's who this man taking from. That's crazy. Mississippi down bad, bro. Shout out all my peoples in MISSISSIPPI. Mississippi. Yeah. Cause we always used to spell that. You know what I'm saying? In school, niggas try to see. You know what I'm saying? Who can spell it? MISSISSIPPI. Yeah. But then niggas just remember because you can remember the pattern of saying it. MISSISSIPPI. You know what I'm saying? So you just remember how to spell it just off that alone. You know what I mean? You know, we black people, we good with rhythm and patterns and shit. We'll remember that shit. Put that shit in the song. Motherfucker gonna remember that shit to the motherfucker. That's what shit did to black kids at school. I mean, you know, motherfucker, oh, that's prejudice. That's racist shit you say right there. I'm just joking, bro. But even that song, I'm saying, it is no bullshit, nigga. We got a rhythm naturally in us. You know what I'm saying? So put a lot of these motherfucking ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and all that, you know, in the school, to put you know, music in school, teach it, you know, in a musical way. These motherfucking kids, and you know what I mean, and not even just black kids. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Brett Favre, man, you, boy, this shit crazy right here.
So philanthropic, he want to change the perception of the narrative. He take money for some damn volleyball arena.
Well, his
daughter plays slow. So you see what Brett Favre did for his alma mater?
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't get no money, came out of his pocket. He stole money from people that really needed that money.
Yep.
Man, this is embarrassing. And he's not the only one. Ted DiBiase, a former wrestler, even Marcus Dupree, a great running back at the school that you loved growing up, Oklahoma. He got money. How can you got to be really low to take from the poorest of the poor? Brett, you ain't got enough money? Okay, Skip, listen. You know you're not supposed to have this. But how am I gonna give the damn speeches? They're paying you to give speeches and you didn't even give the speeches. And now you won't even pay the money back. And they fired one of the guys that say he tried to recoup the money. They fired him to well, he was a Clinton appointee. It was political.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you get the money back? Have nothing to do with politics. The man got the, and this is what we know. Skip, when black and brown people do fraud the government, they do it. They hell bent. Mm-hmm. You get an EBT card and you get WIC and you get stuff like that, boy, they move heaven and earth to try to put you in jail for $400 little measly dollars. Fact. Now this man done took $1 million. Somebody got $3 million. Somebody got $400,000. Yeah. And they sitting around like, well, you know, it happened and we'll see. And they're gonna get more money and do it all over again.
And to your point, the Mississippi Department of Human Services had to file a civil lawsuit against Brett Favre because he had not paid back the interest he owed on the $1.1 million that he was fraudulently given for giving no speeches.
Right, and he won't even pay the 1.1 back. He won't even pay the interest on the money.
Right, it's $228,000.
I mean, you got to be really low.
Yeah.
You got to be really low, and people and politicians, you got to be really low too. To know that this money is supposed to go to the most underserved, and politicians, you got to be really low too. To know that this money is supposed to go to the most underserved, and you take it and give it to people that's made millions really low.
Yeah.
You got to be really low.
And on the $1.1 million that he would get. And to your point, the Mississippi Department of Human Services had to file a civil lawsuit against.
Sitting around like, well, you know, it happened and we'll see. And they're going to get more money and do it all over again.
And to your point, the Mississippi Department of...
And when he say that, and they just going to get more money and do it all over again, like, bro, this is what I mean when I say, this is what I mean when I say it's enough for everybody. Because what that makes me think about is when I hear they gonna get more money and do it all over again, it's like, the money is endless. You know, we got enough money to pay Brett Favre whatever the hell we paid him, and still get these people they little $260 a month. That's nothing. So, you know what I mean? We wasn't gonna do it that way. You know what I mean? But since we got caught, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not gonna affect us. So that, I mean, that lets you know it's like the money there, bro. I mean, it's not nothing that I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's enough out here for everybody. The money is there. The money is endless. All this, we ain't got money for this. We ain't got money for that. We can't do this. We can't do that. Bullshit. Bullshit. Because you could just send this nigga and the rest of these niggas all this money, all this fraudulent ass money that's supposed to go to, you know, the most needy of people in our society. And you can get that to him and get him what they supposed to get. He ain't gotta pay nothing back. That shit don't, you know, that shit don't affect them like that. So this shit crazy.
Human Services had to file a civil lawsuit against.
That's
Brett
how much
Favre
money they got
because he had not paid back the interest he owed on the $1.1 million that he was fraudulently given for giving no speeches.
Right, and he won't even pay the 1.1 back. He won't even pay the interest on the money.
Right, it's $228,000.
I mean, you got to be really low.
Yeah.
You got to be really low, and people and politicians, you got to be really low too, to know that this money is supposed to go to the most underserved, and you take it and give it to people that's made millions or got millions or have the
You talking about the politicians?
Millions, and you're willing to do that. You're willing to let your people starve. You let your people go underserved. And Brett Favre, you took this money. Ain't nothing. Look, Skip, this is what we know.
Yeah.
If people like you, there is nothing you can do to turn them against you.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen this before now. We see what's going on right now. We got people beating themselves, becoming contortionists, trying to explain away what somebody doing with top secret documents at their location. They're bending themselves in pretzel.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking like Neo in the Matrix.
Yep.
So nothing Brett Favre can do. But he's been a sleazeball. He's been shady for a very, very long time.
So why do you need an LLC? It gives your business
Man,
its
come
own
on,
legal
man, with
identity,
these punk ass
saves you
fucking
stress,
ads, man.
time,
These fucking
and
commercials. Fuck your damn LLC, bitch.
To all of your points, the one thing I'm pretty sure about is Brett Favre will not be seen in any more national TV commercials from this point forward.
Why won't? Skip, they knew about this. He's still in Copper John. He's still throwing passes to Jerry Rice.
This will end that.
Whatever.
So we start with his career. And obviously,
I'm not trying to hear nothing about this man's career. Well, I don't give a damn about this man's career.
Green Bay,
Yep,
Sterling
3 years with it.
3 years with Brett.
This nigga want to go back to let's go back to his career. See where it all started. Where did it all go wrong? Fuck where it all went wrong, nigga. Yeah, fuck where it all went wrong. Use a sleaze ball. Use a slow down, sleazy, slimy ass son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty sad, you know.
An investigative report by Mississippi Today revealed Tuesday that former Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant helped former NFL quarterback Brett Favre obtain welfare funds in order to help build a new volleyball center at the University of Southern Mississippi. Favre's daughter played volleyball at Southern Miss, which also is where Favre was a star quarterback. State auditors determined nonprofit leaders misspent at least $77 million in welfare funds in the largest case of public fraud in Mississippi history. The text show Favre, Nancy New, and Phil Bryant discussing how to divert at least $5 million in welfare funds to build a volleyball stadium at Southern Miss. Stephen A., your reaction to the latest on this story?
Well, my first reaction is that Brett Favre looks sleazy as hell.
Hey, I said sleazy, and that's just what I said. These niggas is using sleazy, sleazeball. That's just what I said. Now, she just said that Mississippi mishandled or misused $77 million worth of welfare money, meaning $77 million of this welfare money that was supposed to go to these people. They gave it to the whole 77 million got divvied out to people like Brett Favre and Ted DiBiase and Michael Dupree and whoever the fuck else was in on it. You know, this is $77 million. So that means that means $77 million. That's just nothing. That don't even mean nothing. If $77 million don't mean nothing, that mean, brother, like they could really come up on a solid Billy though and be solid. You're like, you know what I mean? Like this shit crazy, bro. And it's the poorest. This is the poorest state. $77 million. The poorest state got $77 million to just fuck off. Now, I mean, damn.
This is one of the more egregious things that you could possibly fathom. And the thing about it
that nigga always got them phrases and them words. This is the most egregious thing that you could possibly fathom. That nigga Stephen A be coming with that. That nigga be coming with the words.
That, really, really vexes me is that I'm going to say it. Most folks may not say it. I'm going to say it. On so many occasions, the black athlete laments the fact that the slightest thing that happens,
the black athlete
all over the news and all over the airwaves. It's not to say that Sports Center didn't touch it or whatever, but I certainly haven't heard too many people in the profession that I know, that I have seen talking on a plethora of issues over the years, say anything about Brett Favre. And I know he might be on the competition or whatever the case may be. But let me tell you something. I applaud my brother Shannon Sharp for calling this out the way that he did yesterday. Because I'll be damned if I wasn't going to do it today. I didn't even know about it. I wasn't paying any attention to it.
You knew about it. You just didn't say nothing he said.
I couldn't have been more appalled. Let's put this in its proper perspective. The golden boy, Brett Favre. I mean, remember him, Molly? Oh, look at him jump into the arms of his offensive lineman. Oh, look at him falling down and flipping the ball underhanded. He's the little kids in him. And the game never leaves him. And everybody's applauding. Here you are in the state of Mississippi, involved in a scandal where you're bleeding money from potential welfare recipients. People who are poor and impoverished and struggling for every nickel and dime they have, scratching and clawing to eat, to have a roof over their head, to have clothes on their back, as recently to have water. This man is involved in a scandal where money is being taken from them. This is bad. Now, there was a point where he owed $1.1 million, and he's caught via text messages asking for help to get him out of that jam. You got an additional $5 million that was thrown into the university for a volleyball court. Oh, by the way, his daughter was a member of the volleyball team. So there's some nepotism there in terms of favoritism. You got connections with the governor of the state. And because of that, you bled perks that ultimately facilitated you having millions of dollars in your pocket at this point, allegedly. But nevertheless, it's been talked about by the Washington Post. It's been talked about by numerous news organizations throughout this country. He is in the throes of all of this, and none of us have said a word. Thanks for watching ESPN on.
Hey, man. That's all that need to be said. It ain't really too much more need to be said about me, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I just happened to scroll down and see the comment. The first comment that I see, a nigga left 2 weeks ago. This should say, if Favre doesn't do jail time for this, it will be a major problem. Like, straight up, dog. Like, and this is what I mean when I say, that the Ime Udoka situation is just more of a sensationalized, spicy story than this story right here. You know what I mean? With Brett Favre, because as you see, as I'm saying that and I'm reading that, you know, at the same time, because I'm already saying it, you know, as far as like, it's still hard to fathom how serious it is, because it's kind of like, for one, it don't really affect you. You know, it's just, this is natural human nature. If it don't really affect us, you know what I'm saying? We could feel a certain way about it or feel for people and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we still gonna go on about our business because it don't directly affect us. You know what I'm saying? That's just how humans are. You feel me? But no, this is real shit. If Favre don't do jail time for this, like this is a problem. Because, or I mean, bro, like you this you can't do this, bro. You can't do this. Yeah. Yeah, nah, you can't do this. So I'm gonna play one more. These bitch ass niggas. The Odd Couple.
What is the real story of January 6th?
No
Many
motherfucking
people have
shine,
asked the
nigga.
question.
They
Sunday.
so fucking
All right, Rob,
corny.
another story around the NFL featuring a former superstar.
But sometimes they do give good insight.
And,
At least Chris Broussard do.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. We're going to ask Rob G to kind of summarize
Rob Parker,
the
he's just a
situation
fucking
for us.
joke.
Rob G, bring us up to speed.
Well, there's a lot going on, guys. The former governor of Mississippi is involved in a civil suit, which Brett Favre has been named on.
I mean, he's a joke just as far as Rob Parker's a joke just as far as his media personality and you know, and those type of things. He's very accomplished, you know, so I'm not talking about like personally. I know Rob Parker is very accomplished, you know what I mean? He's a professor, if I'm not mistaken, at a college. Stephen A. learned from him. Even Stephen A. has credited Rob Parker with somebody that he as somewhat of a mentor, you know? So definitely, I don't want people to do Rob Parker. I'm saying, like, Rob Parker is a joke, bro. As far as like his on-air personality, he's a fucking joke. Period. Point blank.
Already, him and a couple of other people, involving the misappropriation of welfare funds. Now, as you know, Brett Favre was already investigated by the FBI for accepting over $1 million from funds from the state of Mississippi that, again, were from that welfare fund account. He has since paid it back, however, did not pay any of the interest. So that's part one. Part two here, he accepted over $1 million again for the speaking, but in addition, over $5 million was earmarked for his alma mater, his daughter's volleyball arena at Southern Mississippi University. Now, the smoking gun in this whole situation is there were texts exchanged between Brett Favre and the former governor, in which case Brett even mentions.
This is what I'm saying. If not for these text messages, if these text messages never exist and there's no paper trail, it's very possible he gets away with this. It's probably almost impossible that he doesn't get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Because he almost still got away with it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So but this is the karma and everything. This is why what's done in the dark always comes to the light. You know what I mean? Because when you're doing wrong, okay, there's going to be some slippage somewhere. There's going to be a slip up somewhere that you're not something. It just is. Okay, just because of the fact that you're doing wrong and what you're doing is affecting or going to affect others, people that are much more needier than you. You know what I mean? You're not needy at all. So like when you doing stuff like that and you taking and stealing from, like Stephen A said, the impoverished, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get away with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If it was something maybe that was like a one-off, you may be able to get away with that. You know what I mean? But even then, you did it. So, you know what I mean? It's always a possibility that it can come, you know, that it can be found out. But still, it would have been lesser without the text message. I damn near think without the text message, he don't even get caught. They don't even get caught. You know what I'm saying? Because that you know, even if it was found out somehow that this was going on, that's the smoking gun right there. That's the smoking gun. A lot of the time shit happen and you damn near know the nigga did it, but ain't no smoking gun. So you can't fully just at the full extent of the law. There, you know, it's some wiggle room where this person can get off because ain't no smoking gun. You know what I'm saying? This right here is the smoking gun. This nigga is caught on email saying, hey, Governor of Mississippi, let me ask you this question on this text message. Will the media be able to find out about this? Will they be able to find out where the money is coming from? And will they be able to find out the total amount that was given to me? You know what I'm saying? So you already know you doing wrong. So it's the karma that comes back and catches up with you some way, somehow, when you're doing wrong. It's just the way it is. I've seen it happen many times, over and over and over and over again. Whether it's been in my own life, whether I've seen it happen to others, whether it's something like this that you see, you know, on TV or in the media or whatever. It happens, bro. It is going to happen because of the fact that you stealing from poor people, man. And now God ain't gonna allow that, brother. It just ain't gonna, you know. And I ain't trying to get, you know, I'm not trying to get too preachy and all that. I'm just saying that's no, you know. I know everybody don't believe in God and Jesus and all that. I do. If you don't, that's, you know, I don't knock you or whatever. But I'm saying that's my belief for where the whole, you know, when I'm speaking about karma and all that. I'm not just speaking on karma from the, from a natural world standpoint of karma exists. But that karma exists, in my opinion, on how I feel. And I'm like, oh, it ain't about how you feel. You all in your feeling. For lack of a better phrase, I feel that karma comes from some sort of higher power. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know, the karma spirit ain't gonna let you just get away with just behaving any type of way. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get back what's coming to you. You gonna get in return what you done to somebody else. You know, and that's just the way it is.
I want to make sure that they don't know where my money comes from in this situation.
So he already knew that it was.
Well, he didn't want them to know that it was coming from the governor's office.
Right.
He maintains he doesn't know that it was from the welfare pie. He just knew it was coming from the.
And here's the other thing, Chris, really quick. Mississippi's one of the poor states in the.
No,
is it the poor?
No.
The poor.
Okay,
Hold on. They said Brett Favre said, well, I didn't know it was coming from the welfare pie. I just knew it was coming from the government's office. Either way, you knew it wasn't yours, bitch. But who knows, man? This man may be able to get off and just, you know, because when you know people, that's what happens. You know what I mean? When you know people that know people, and you Brett Favre, and you the All-American man, the All-American boy, the good old boy that played all these years in the NFL, and Hall of Famer, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and all that, and you know people are enamored by you. You get to know certain people in high places that can do certain things for you. So shit, it may end up where the governor end up getting the brunt of it, and Brett Favre gets the soft treatment. You know what I mean? Gets the slap on the wrist treatment. You know what I mean? Who knows? But either way, that's funny to me to hear him say that, to hear them say that Brett Favre said that, yeah. Well, I didn't know it was coming from the welfare part of it. I just knew it was. I didn't know it was coming from the welfare part of it. I just knew it was coming from the governor's office. It don't. If it's coming from the governor's office, you know it ain't yours. You don't work for the government. You know ain't none of that money in there yours. And that's crazy how they do that. So our governor just got all these checks sitting up in there that he just, you know, they just supposed to send out to motherfuckers or whatever. I don't know how the shit works. But, you know what I mean? I'm saying, pay me, man. You know what I mean? Pay me and pay me, no, never mind. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. But yeah, man, I'm you know, let me see if they say anything else.
Poorest state in the United States. People need help down there. Are you kidding? Seriously. And I know that's his home state.
Mississippi, the poorest state in America.
But you're taking from the people who need it most. That's low. Come on, you're rich? And you're rich, Chris? Really?
Rob, I'm sorry. I said it the other day, and I'm going to repeat it. When your crime is bad all the way around, right?
Yep.
But when you are wealthy, rich, he made, what, $100 million in his career or something? Probably more. I'll check that out. But when you're wealthy and rich and you still commit crimes, not that it's okay for a poor person,
right?
But you're just doing it strictly out of greed. There is no other reason. Why in the world would Brett Favre take money from the poorest people in the poorest state? So they're the poorest people in the freaking country.
Right.
And I think when people who are wealthy and rich do crimes like this, they should get the book thrown out.
And I love that
they should get a higher punch.
Are you looking to establish your business using an address other than your home?
That nigga said, hey,
business address and phone number
throw
instead of
the
your home
book
address
at
and
these
personal
bitches.
Number? Wouldn't it be great if you could read
You
and
low
manage your
down,
business mail
sleazy, slimy
iPostal
sons
One
of
can
bitches.
help. With an iPostal One virtual business address.
That white man. That white man is something else, boy.
Everyday run-of-the-mill guy, little criminal on the street.
Who doesn't have any
not
money?
That they should get off, but you know what I mean?
Who doesn't have any money, Chris, and they're stealing Pampers for the baby or milk? It ain't right, but I can understand it. If you don't have money and you have a baby at home that needs Pampers or milk, I can.
This is horrible. And it was bad enough what he did a few years ago. Right? Like you needed the $1 million that much? I don't know what he did with his money, but still, I mean, he had to have something. And he's Brett freaking Favre. All right, your name is money. To be honest.
And if you need that volleyball for your daughter's college, pay for it yourself. You got wealthy friends all over. Have a golf outing, Chris.
Yep.
Get somebody to sponsor it. You can make a phone call to Nike or somebody, some business that you've had a relationship with and said, we need to build this in Mississippi. And if you throw in 300,000 and I throw in $1 million and some other people, friends of Brett Favre, and then we present it to the university. What's wrong with that? But no, we can't dig in his money. Let's take the welfare money because nobody cares about them. No one's gonna look and question it or whatever. Just awful. And it's hard to look at him the same way. It is.
No question.
It ain't hard for me.
And Rob, he made nearly $140 million.
It ain't hard for me to look at him the same way. I don't look at him no different. You been a sleazy, slimy son of a bitch. You gonna stay that. Yeah. So these niggas, they y'all be expecting too much from these niggas. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just talking about it because it happened. It is what it is. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all, man. You know what I mean? I would have been surprised probably if it was somebody else, but I'm not surprised that it's Brett Favre. You know what I mean? He already shown that he a slimy ass bitch. You know what I mean?
Is that what the number is?
During his career, $140 million. I mean, come on, man. It just, it is
and that's
hard
not,
to look
and
at.
That's not even endorsement money, Chris. That's not even.
Right,
that's just
right.
salary.
That's not all the other stuff. I'm not gonna say it's hard to look at him the same way. I can't look at him the same way. I don't look at him the same way. This is horrible, man. And remember, Rob, what he did when he was with the Jets. Right?
Everybody keep bringing
He
it up.
sent obscene pictures to one of the cheerleaders, Jen Sturger, who's now a broadcaster. Just unwanted, unsolicited, obscene photos of himself to her. So it's just like, man, the
Big
more
pics.
And he got away with that too. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Well, this is an example, Rob, of entitlement.
I said that.
And maybe, when you get away with all types of bad behavior,
Yep.
you think you're untouchable.
Yep. That's what it
And
is.
that seems to be the situation with Brett Favre. I mean, this is just terrible, Rob.
That's what it is.
It's. I don't look at him the same way. I'm sorry.
And going forward, if you're the NFL or you're inviting him to some sort of event, you know what I mean? Like you start to look. It is, and I like the word that you use, crime, because that's what it is.
It's a crime.
It ain't. Everybody thinks crime is pushing over an old lady and grabbing her pocketbook, Chris. This is white collar crime.
Yep.
That's exactly what I said. White collar crime.
People. If this is anybody else, a politician, Chris, they're going to jail. You hear me? They're going to jail.
Yeah, I mean, it's just horrible. It is absolutely horrible. I know I keep saying that, but I'm at a loss for words.
I'm telling you.
I just don't understand
how this could happen.
Why you would do this?
Why
you
would
brought
do
the
that?
NFL inviting him to things. Rob, he needs to be persona non grata for the NFL.
Right. I definitely, if I'm the league, I can't have him
Hell no.
at some big event, a guest of the NFL, because that would be like just endure the same way that they shun other people for other situations.
Yep.
Chris, here's a guy who is as big as it gets, and obviously it's a different kind of situation. Matt Lauer was as big as anybody, making $30 million, biggest star on television, morning news. Chris, he can't go to a persona non grata to everything.
Yep.
Nothing. Have you seen him? Chris, you haven't seen him in 3 years.
I forgot all about Matt Lauer.
Favre's gonna be if he doesn't go to jail.
I forgot all about Matt Lauer. Damn. Yeah, they canceled the fuck out of it. I think he was the first nigga ever canceled.
Because if you don't have a record, if you don't have any felonies, any other priors, Chris, for the most part.
At this point, Rob, he hadn't been charged with anything.
No. I know there's no charge, but I'm saying it would be probation. I guarantee you that.
But I tell you what. So look, let's say it is probation. Look, he can count his blessings. He'll get to live his life. He still got a lot of money, I'm sure. He'll be able to live his life. I'm sure the people who are his friends will still be his friends for the most part. And he'll still be able to go ahead and live a good life. NFL shouldn't have anything to do with him. I'm sorry. He's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
And he can stay there.
Yeah. I'm not trying to take his Hall of Fame away from him.
They shouldn't have anything to do with him. I really don't want to hear him talk about Aaron Rodgers anymore. I don't want to hear him talk about young quarterbacks. I don't want to hear him, unless he's going to talk about this and explain yourself. I'm
You ain't
sorry,
got nothing to say.
The NFL shouldn't.
You ain't got nothing to say, because it is. This is like this not something you can just. Yeah, there's certain things. It may be, but I mean, it's true. It's like, cheating on your girl, cheating on your wife or something. That's not cool or acceptable or nothing like that. But I'm saying that's something that you can come back from in the media. You know what I'm saying? That ain't so, or what else? Just being on drugs, a drug addict or something like that, and then having money and fame, and then getting all doped out and fucking up, losing everything, and then having a comeback, that type of shit. Like, but for something like this, bro, this is like I mean, those things are character issues too, but this is just like, it's deeper than that. It's like, you can't just have a nigga that just did some shit like that, and then all of a sudden, the NFL still keep inviting this nigga to NFL events and all that type of shit, just like nothing happened. Nah, this is serious, bro. This is low down, dirty, scoundrel ass shit, weasel ass shit. So, yeah, I'm done, man. Yeah, I got a few more episodes. I'm gonna try to do another one tonight. I'll see. I'm already gonna try to go over here and give me something to eat. You feel me? And then see what happens. I might come back out here. Everybody sleep in the house, so I can't do a live in the house. I don't want to wake people up. But yeah, that's about it, man. Brett Favre, he's a low down, sleazy son of a bitch. Low down, dirty, sleazy, slimy, sneaky son of a bitch. That's what you is. And this man should get jail time for this shit. This is a federal offense right here. You fucking with Fed money. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be surprised if this. I'm not surprised that he did this and was involved in this, and I'm not going to be surprised if and when he only gets like probation, just like Chris Broussard just said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll believe it when I see it. When this nigga going to jail for this shit. Because right now, I would bet my money on he ain't going to jail for this. You know what I'm saying?